Hi, this is BlindFox. For this review, when I ordered my MREs, there was a mistake in my order, and they sent me SERAC's 10-hour MRE pack 4 instead of pack 3. I notified them, but I only had a little scheduled time in which to complete the videos, so I shot pack 4 instead. But after I did the video, they let me know that, well, they're gonna send replacements. So today the courier came and I got these. This is the mains of menu number 3. So I'm going to reuse the footage, or some of the footage from menu number 4, and then just instead of the mains they used there, I'm just going to include these mains instead. Thank you. This most likely is supposed to be sealed, but it's not, but it still has got strip seal inside, so you can just open it, and you've got a very nice bag to reuse and pack your rations in if you don't eat in everything at once. First we've got some raisins. That's 60 grams. Next we have a isotopic drink. We have some cutlery, salt, pepper and a serviette. We have 2 fuel tablets. We have a little warming dish with some stuff inside. There is some vacuum sealed biscuits. A box of matches. Cheese. Mixed fruit jam. And about 8 of these Super Cs. Okay, next we have the main course. It consists of 2 parts. Okay, for the mains, we have got a 150 gram packet of savory rice. It expires next year. It's still in, you can see it's still in its, or before its expiry date. It's got the preparation instructions at the back. It's got the ingredients here at the on this little sleeve. The main is 200 grams. It is chicken a la king. The ingredients is marked on the sleeve. You can also see with both of these all the other, for this one, all the other starches they offer, and for this one all the other main meals they offer. Not all of them is included in all of the menus, but you can order them separately as well if you just want the meal itself. So, chicken a la king sachet is also the same color. It's also within its expiry date, and the preparation instructions is on the back. That is all that's contained in a SERAC 10-hour ration pack. Now we are going to prepare the main meals and taste everything. Okay, let's start this tasting thing. First we're going to discuss some of the foods we have. First the matches. This is normal line matches. You can get them everywhere and anywhere. These are quite relatively good quality and they work. Second, the field tablets. I have not yet used the field tablets. I'm also not going to use them today because they don't supply a little stove. So we are just going to put these aside. Okay, we'll start with the isotopic drink. It's 50 grams. I'm not sure what flavor it is since they don't say. At the back here it's preparation instructions. It says for every 50 grams of powder you use 500 milliliters. All the ingredients are here as well and the address of the packager. I already measured 500 mils and put it in my bottle, since most likely you will use your water bottle to prepare this drink. In the end I'll throw some of it in a glass so that we can see how it looks. Okay, I just went to fetch my knife since I can't really tear this thing open. I say that helps just to get it started. That's what is inside. It smells, it does smell lemon or orangey. I'll just throw this in here. Hope I don't spill it everywhere. It looks nice and orangey too. Just put that aside. Close this up and give it a bit of a shake. Okay, now it can stand aside. Just go away, cat. Let's put this here. Go away. Go away. Sorry, it's just my cat that is snooping about. Okay, this is some of the raisins. About 60 grams. It expires in 2020. It's just this thing. I say. And it's open. Just normal black raisins and quite a bit of it. I'm not going to throw all 60 grams out on the plate since it's quite a lot. Let's just put it down there. Go away. My cat again. Just hang on. Okay, I've evicted the cat a bit. I hope it stays away now. Put a bit more raisins there. It's quite a bit of raisins. It's a shame that the packet isn't resealable, since I don't know if you want to eat all of the raisins at once. Next we have the biscuits. I'm just going to open this as well using my knife. You can see this is nicely vacuum sealed. It's about 50 grams of it. You can't really read anything on it since the light bounces off the packaging quite a bit. Here's one of the biscuits. It seems it's quite hefty and thick. There's still 2 more biscuits in there. Also nice and thick. And that's all the biscuits. Let's see if we can straighten this out a bit. You can read. There's some writing at the back, and this is what it looks like at the front. I'll take a video of it, just of a photo of it later. And next we have some cheese and the jam. Going to put a bit of jam on a biscuit. It smells nice and fruity. You can see it's quite like a jelly, so it's quite thick. Cheese I'll open now. Okay, let's check out the nice spoon and fork. We have knife and spoon, a fork. They are quite sturdy. We have a serviette. Put the sweets on the plate. And then we have got some small amount of salt and pepper. Just put them here. I can just put the sweets back in the tray. See, the tray is a normal little aluminium tray. They say you can use it to heat your food, but I'm not going to. It will just make a mess. I'll just throw the food in the microwave just now. Okay, there's the sweets. Serviette is just normal thin serviette material. You get these knife, spoon and fork sets with the serviettes and the salt and pepper. You get them everywhere. Also a very common item. Okay, let's try this. You can see it's very, very gelatinous. Got a nice red color. Let's just taste a bit on the knife. It tastes nice and sweet, very fruity, nice and fresh. Let's taste it with. Let's first take a little bite of the biscuit without the jam. Biscuit hasn't really got a taste. It tastes quite grainy. It's not sweet or salt. It tastes a lot like a very soft oats type of biscuit without a lot of oats in it. Let's take a bite of the jam. This is nice and sweet. The jam in the biscuit, it almost tastes like one of those little jam-filled cookies. It's very nice, very sweet. It's a good thing that the biscuit is as thick as it is, or else the jam might just be too sweet for the biscuit. Let's taste another bit. You can see if you can. Let's take another one. I see it's a very thick biscuit. There's a lot of oatsy, grainy stuff in it. It's very soft, or not very, well, quite soft. It's not dry in your mouth. It's quite, it's got a good texture. It's almost more like a cookie texture than it is a biscuit texture. But it is really, I think for a ration biscuit, it is quite tasty. It almost has the same, I can't remember what I tasted. That tasted almost the same, but it is very, very tasty. See if you can just scoop it out with the biscuit. It's a bit difficult to just scoop the jam out with the biscuit because the jam is so gelatinous almost. You can also see the nice little design on the biscuit. This biscuit really kept well. I'm not sure when it was produced, but it really kept well. So let's try the cheese. This is normal cheddar. Come on. I've opened you. Why don't you want to come out? Oh, the wrong side. On, there we go. A bit on the biscuit. You can see the cheese bread is nice and it's not very runny. It's quite thick. And it tastes just like those little cheese triangles we get everywhere. The cheese spread you can get in this format commercially. It's normally, it's got this, the cheddar orange one, it's got the yellow one, I'm not sure what the yellow one is, and it's got sometimes a purple one, a different cheese, and it's got a red one. The biscuit overwhelms cheese a bit. That's because the biscuit has a slight sweet taste. You hardly taste cheese. So let's put on some more cheese. And try again with some more, with a bit more cheese on the biscuit. The cheese, or the more cheese helps a bit But the biscuit taste is very, very overwhelming. So you really have to look for the taste of the cheese. Let's try some of the jam with the cheese on a biscuit. So let's try some cheese and jam on the biscuit. The jam is very overwhelming, but the cheese brings down the sweetness of the jam a bit. You can taste the cheese a bit underneath the jam. The textures are very similar. It's really a good biscuit. The biscuit is sweet and moist enough, so you don't really need to put anything on it. Okay, leave this one for later. Let's try the raisins. Okay, this is normal size sun-dried sultanas. There is no sulfur ones, or this is just the normal sun-dried raisins. The way they do this is they just take the grapes from the field and just throw them out on the floor and dry them in the natural sun. The somewhat lighter raisins that you sometimes get in packets, they are put into a solution to thin the membranes a bit, and then they are dried in the shade, and then you get the ones they put in with sulfur in almost garage size structures. They are very, very light, but these are just normal sun-dried raisins. They taste, sultanas is very sweet. I don't have, some people have never had sultanas, but these are quite sweet, very nice, still nice and pliable. They are not dried too much or dried out too much. So that was the snacks. So let's do the main meal. Okay, let's plate this, or let's look at the main meal for menu 3. This is rice, 150 grams. It is quite full. It's very solid. It's basically a solid, it feels like a solid sheet. You can hardly squash it about. I just want to move it a bit so that I can open it without turning it. I'm just going to use the microwave to heat it up. It's a bit easier for me to do so. You can smell definitely savory. There's definitely spices in this rice, not just normal white rice. See if I can decant it in here without messing all over the place. You can see it's like in sheets, more or less. It's not even crumbly, it's totally squashed into a sheet. You can pick it up and it won't fall apart. Definitely some curry spice in here. I definitely taste cumin. It has a nice slight burn. You can eat cold. It's a bit granular cold, but if you have to, you can eat this cold. Let's see the chicken a la king before I warm it up. It smells so slightly savory. It smells like chicken. It smells like normal chicken a la king I've eaten before. You can see there's little chunks of chicken in there. Just pop it out on here, in here. You can see the parts of chicken. There's definitely some carrots in there, some white things. I think it's onion. I'll taste. I think it's potato. There's definitely carrots. This is also fine cold, but I think warm it will be much better. So I'll just go and warm these up, and then I'll be back. Okay, the food is warmed up now, and we have our isotopic drink and a little sweet here. So let's first dish some up for us. Really too close at the food. You can see that the rice is nice and hot. You can see it's the chicken. There's some potato and carrots in with the chicken. Let's just taste the rice on its own quickly. You can definitely taste the savouriness of cumin. There's definitely a little burn there. Either a curry or a chili. I'm not sure which, maybe curry. But it's not overwhelming. It's very nice. It gives a nice flavour to the rice. If you don't like curry, it's not that hot. You won't really. It's not a very hot curry spice in the rice. Let's taste the chicken a la king first, or second. It looks like there's a bean hiding behind the chicken there. There was carrots in the other one. There's potatoes in here. It's nice and savoury. I can't taste really if there any. I don't think there's any curry in here, but it's very nice. It's savoury. I'm not sure if that was a bean or a mushroom. They look sort of the same to me. Let's just mix this up and taste it again. The slight saltiness of the chicken a la king helps to make the rice a bit more soft. The chicken is a bit dry, but the chicken itself, it's better to have chicken well done than raw. But otherwise, it's very nice. I think it is a relatively good consistency. So there's the main meals. Okay, the isotopic drink. Definitely nachi. I made a mistake earlier when I poured it in. I'm thinking it was orange. It's got a slight Kool-Aid or Brinko Pop taste. It's quite sweet. I had the orange drink in the meantime as well. It's not as sweet as this nachi is. I would put a bit more water in. I think it might help. It tastes a lot like the rehydration powders you get. Let's do the super sweet quickly. It's a hard candy. It lasts a long time when you suck it. This one, I'm not sure what it is. It looks like passion fruit to me. You get orange and other flavors as well. I'm not sure if there's vitamin C in, can't really read the packaging, but it's nice and saliva forming. It will keep your mouth nice and moist. And that's all for the sweet. Thanks for watching this put together review of SERAC menu number 3. Whenever I get the complete pack of number 3, I will do another review on this. But since I got the chicken a la king, I didn't just want to do it on its own, put it just a little video on its own. I wanted to combine it with the other one, so that if you didn't watch the other video, you didn't have to go back to look at the components of the meal. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel below. Bye bye.